Alright guys, so Christmas is over and now everybody's favorite time of year, the cleanup. If you're like me, you were raised to always save your Christmas lights, use them year after year until they no longer work at all. And in order to do that, you got to store them. How do you store them? That's an age-old question. I can tell you that growing up, it was a pain in the butt. My dad, and I know he watches these videos, but he would make us go through these thousands and thousands of lights, or what felt like thousands and thousands, and pop these back in those stupid little clips that these came from the store in. It sucked. It really did. So now that I'm an adult and I understand why we reuse things, because we can't afford to replace them every year, I have a new appreciation for that. However, that is not how I do it because, well, that sucks. I've done some playing around to figure out the best methods to store my Christmas lights in such a way that it's not a pain in the butt to put them away and it's not a pain in the butt to hang them back up. And they've got these roll things, these reel things, and these are handy, they are helpful. The center even spins so you don't have to manually move it. And these are fantastic for the first use, but eventually you're on a ladder hanging these up and you drop the roll and it goes rolling out the street and you're kind of annoyed, for lack of a better word. So I was on a rope rescue team at work for a while, and I learned a few things. And I learned with rope, you can make a pile of rope and it will not get tangled. And that's how we actually stuffed the bags. We literally stuffed the rope in a bag, and there was no rhyme or fashion to it. It was just stuff it in there, and it would never ever get tangled. And so I thought last year when I put my Christmas lights away, I used that concept and I did the same thing in a 5-gallon bucket. And when I hung my lights this year, it was amazing. So it takes very little time. And when you do that, as long as you find the end, you pull from the end, all of your Christmas lights will come out and they will not get tangled. Check that out. Check that out. No tangles, no mess, no fuss. So let's get to the bottom here. Hold on. This is exactly what we did on the rescue team with our rope. This is exactly how it worked until you find the end. So the only difference is when you put these away, you want this on top. I just kind of threw those in right now. But then the very next one, so like this one is incorrect. This one I got the prongs on the end. And you just pull this stuff out. It does not get tangled. It is amazing. Boom, 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 boom. So you can make shoot. Look at this. Okay. Boom. Look at that. Easy to pull out. So when you're hanging these, you don't have to pull out the extra. You don't have to worry about dropping this. If you drop the bucket, it lands, it falls. It's not going to roll down the street. And to put them away, so when you're de-stringing, all you gotta do, you just gotta carry the bucket with you if you even need to do that, and you just literally just dump your lights in. And as long as it's not tangled going in, it won't be tangled coming out. You don't have to lay them in there nice and neat. Literally just dump it in. Boom. One fast one. Look at that. Look at that. Notice how it's not tangled on the ground. You just dump it in. Now, that's the only thing. You don't want to do that because then it will tangle. So make sure it goes in. But if it goes in, it's going to come back out. Look at that. Boom. Super easy, super nice. Doesn't get tangled. So you just saw me push all that in. And now we can just pull it right back out. See, check it out. So I hope you get the point. Super easy, super nice. So then when you're hanging your Christmas lights up, just keep this at the bottom of your ladder, and as you pull this out, you're good, you're clean, you don't get tangled, you don't get messed. When you go to package it back up, same exact thing. Just take this bucket with you and just drop the line as you untwist it from your poles or your lines or whatever. Just drop it right in. Super nice, super smooth. I tested it last year, put all my lights in these 5-gallon buckets. When I hung them up this year, so much faster, so much less frustration, so much nicer. So I highly recommend you do the same. Like I said, so once you do this, not that you would ever do this, there's no reason to do this. If you go grabbing it, yes, you are going to tangle it. Just find the end and you will never, ever, ever tangle again. Super nice. So anyway, if you liked what you saw, make sure you give me a thumbs up. If you want to try this for yourself, do so. Let me know in the comments if you've done this before, if you have a different method. Like I said, these are fantastic. They work great. But when you're wrapping it up, it's not as easy. It's not as great. These things spin. You got to hold them. This is my go-to several years ago. Now, I'm 5-gallon buckets all the way, baby. So if you liked what you saw, give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button for more. And hopefully I can give you some more tricks and tips as we go. Y'all have a happy new year. Adios.